Namaste, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I am here to offer you some support, some healing time and some you time, hopefully, for this next 10 to 20 minutes. So my intention is not much at this point. My intention is to use my healing energy cards, so I'm going to work with these. And I have one of my own personal drums here, so I'm going to also do some drumming. That's all I know right now. So what we're going to be focusing on and what we're going to do, I have no idea. I'm here open and trusting in the flow and allowing the energy to move the way it wants to. So I trust in the way I connect, and I trust in the way the energy moves, and I trust that you've been led here for a reason. So let's see what comes up and what we need to shift or support or strengthen during this time we spend together today. So while you're coming in, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, where it is a bit rainy today. It is Tuesday the 15th. I'm just looking at my calendar. 15th of March, and it is 10:59 a.m. So, how is it for you right now? How are you doing? I'm currently feeling strong and content and clear. We have a lot of change happening at the moment. We're preparing to sell our house and buy another in the country because the property market has increased so much. We can potentially sell our property, clear our mortgage and buy something in the country and not have a mortgage anymore, which you can't ignore, because to save 20 years and a lot of money in mortgage payments is a fantastic opportunity that doesn't come around very often, not here anyway. So that's what we're doing. So as much as we love living here, to be mortgage free is a dream come true. So that is what we're doing, and we've spent the last 9 weekends, which is a lot of time, and time in between getting our house ready for the market, which is why things look a little bare. But this is probably a room that's been cleared out the least as far as the whole property or whole house. So we are preparing to put our house on the market this week and then be led somewhere to buy. It goes against the recommendations because it's a hot seller's market. That's actually quite difficult to buy property at the moment because the demand is very, very high. So we are going against recommendations and trusting our instincts. So as you could imagine, this has been quite up and down. There's been lots of questioning, plus lots of pools, places. Do we want to live here? Put offers in, offers rejected. You know, all this type of toing and froing that's been happening. So for me to say that I'm sitting here feeling content and at peace with the current course is a fairly big deal because of the ups and downs that have been at play in these last 9 weeks or more. So it's a very interesting journey to be going on and to be learning about the market because, there's all sorts of clauses and buying properties and things that you've got to be prepared for that I had no idea about. And also a lot of people had no idea about who were doing this sort of thing just a couple of years ago, because it's just very quickly changed. Everyone wants to move to Tasmania, let's say. It seems to be the case. So with that aside, I want to just make sure that you're doing okay. And if you're not, then I trust that something shared will support you at this time. So as always, please take on board what feels right and what resonates, and let the rest go. and we'll just see what happens. Thank you so much. So I'm looking for the best card to drum to. So what do we need to know? This is what I'm asking the cards. I would usually do this in my head, but I'm just asking the cards, what do the majority of us need to know or need at this time, especially from the drum, and which is the best card for us to guide this healing and supportive time. And we have this card here. What is it? Oh, it's card 36, New Life. New Life. It's in the depth category. So a depth category energy sort of takes us deeper into ourselves, deeper in our quest for information, our quest for knowledge, our quest for purpose, we could say. Or our desire to understand why we feel a certain way, or why this certain event triggers us, or, you know, this quest for deeper and more information is what I'm talking about with the depth category. So down here it says, nurture the new as it grows within you. Bring your dreams to life. So that makes me think of, you know, things that we've been thinking about or organising or planning for or talking about that is not in form yet. So something that we haven't manifested, something we can't touch or taste or play with or look at potentially. So bring your dreams to life. Bring the unmanifest into manifest. And it takes time. Just like it's taken us 9 weeks to get our house ready to go on the market. 9 weekends, I should say, because we're still working in between. So 9 weekends. So it was 9 weeks ago. It was just an idea. It was a dream. It was a what if. As each week passed in this 9 weeks, we are getting closer to manifesting. So it's not necessarily something that we click our fingers and it's manifest. If we want a new car and we've got the funds, then it may be something we can go and pick up within a couple of days, for example. But a lot of the dreams we have take time to manifest. Like these cards, they take years to manifest before you can actually play with them. I can, because I can print out the templates, but you know, it's a journey, it's a process of manifestation. This card also says to focus, nourishment, transformation, growth, support, balance, and life. New life is the name of the card. So what is maybe calling you into something new or calling you into life again, especially after a period of feeling flattened or small, or like life isn't really happening for you? Maybe you've been in survival mode and you've not seen or not been able to think about looking ahead or thinking about allowing yourself to thrive or for life to call you. Hopefully you're moving out of that time and you're feeling that pull now to bring new life into your experience. So how does this sit for you? How does it relate to you? Where is it playing out in your life? What is it talking about for you? You can trust that. You can trust where this fits for you. If it doesn't fit for you, then maybe you're here for another reason. Maybe you really need support right now, and maybe the drum's going to offer you that, or whatever it is that you need. So let's move into time with the drum here. I haven't tested it yet. It's pretty damp outside, but it seems like it sounds okay. So I'm going to play the drum for a few minutes to help support this energy. So primarily, if you need something pressing right now that's got nothing to do with what I've said, if you need healing, support, strength, encouragement, or whatever you might need, then if that's your main focus and your main need, then hold that intention and let yourself feel that and receive that from the drum. If all that sort of stuff's going okay and you resonate with the card that I was talking about, a new life and new energies calling you, then maybe feel what's calling you. Feel that pull and that tug in your heart And also perhaps consider being aware of what are you still stuck with. So what is tying you down, what is holding you back, and what is stopping you? Sometimes it's our own attitude and behaviour, or our issues or blocks from the past, or what we're struggling to let go of, that is keeping us tied or attached to the past or to the old ways. So sometimes looking at the new that's calling us from what's holding us back can help us shift that energy so that we're free to move forward. So, all in all, trust what you feel. There's nothing you can do wrong. Just take some big deep breaths and let the drum support you and move you at this time. So let's see where the drum takes us. Nice big breath. Thank you. Just you enjoyed that bit of drumming. There's lots of energy around focusing and really concentrating on what it is that we need to do next or what's going on for us so we can move the energy. And moving energy too. You know, what moves you? Is life moving you at the moment? And if it's not, what can you do about it? Or first perhaps consider, do you want life to move you? You may be quite happy to just do your own thing slowly or whatever you might be doing. You might be quite content in that energy and that space, which is totally fine. But if you want life to move you, if you want to feel like you're moving in your life, that you've got some purpose, some type of meaning or reason for waking up in the mornings, then what can you do about it? What can you do to move yourself? So if you just joined in, the card we were drumming to, keeping this in mind, is new life. New life. Nurture the new as it grows inside you. Nurture the life that calls you. And focus, nourishment, growth, support, balance, life, transformation, a fresh new start. Do you need any of those things? So what can you do in your life now? What can you shift? What can you change to help bring this to be? So we'll look for a card in a minute too to help us get some clarity on that. But before I do that, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this connection, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would love to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you'd love to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Okay, I'm now looking for the best card that the majority of us need to go. This is where it really counts. You know, it's nice, hopefully it's nice to sit here for 10 or so minutes and connect and listen and meditate and relax with the drum and this sort of thing. But where this stuff can really matter and help you is how you now carry it into your life. This is a really important element of keeping it grounded and real and practical for you. So I'm looking for the best card in regards to what's next. What do we, the majority of us, need to perhaps keep in mind or consider as we move forward, especially with in regards to what we've actually talked about. New life, life moving us, enticement perhaps. So what do we need to know moving forward as we prepare to turn this off and go into our life? It's this card here. Look at this. Pretty blunt and direct. It's card 90 that says, tell the truth. And it's in the rise category. So we moved out of the depths, taking us down inward and into the rising energy, like the rising of a phoenix from the ashes, the rising of a volcano preparing to explode, that sort of thing. Down here it says I'll just start from the beginning. It says, be clear and honest. Speak up. Use your voice. Don't speak on behalf of others, unless they're someone in your care, of course. Speak for yourself. No excuses now. Sing, throat chakra, let it out, and express. So this is suggesting that there might be something that we need to say, or something that's calling to be communicated. This could be connected with another person, but it could also be connected with how well we're communicating with ourselves. And in fact, in the past when I've had communication issues come up, and it really bugs me that this person's communicating this, or this person's not being clear here or there, and I notice, why does everyone have these communication issues? There's one common thread in this particular scenario, and that would be me. I'm the common thread in these seemingly different situations and different people that are showing me communication issues. So when I realised that some years ago, I started looking at myself and how clearly and honestly was I communicating with myself at the time. And as I sorted that out, as I listened better to myself, how I feel, what my intuition's telling me, listened to what I'm saying, paid attention to my attitude, my behaviour, my issues, my triggers, all these sorts of things I love, things I don't. As I really listened and paid attention to these things, and I started communicating more clearly with myself, it's funny, for some reason, these outer communication things I was noticing seemed to go away. And so it's now a rare occurrence that I would notice a big external communication issue going on, because I'm making sure this is clear and functioning properly for me, because these outer situations are in some ways rippling out from me. I am the common thread in all of these different scenarios. So communication issues may be present outside of us, maybe for you at this time, for you to communicate, listen, be clear about, honest, express what you're feeling, this sort of thing. But it is quite likely that what we're being told here is also to really pay attention to how we're communicating with ourselves. So what are we telling ourselves? Are we criticizing ourselves constantly? Is that good communication? Is that the type of communication that we would accept from someone speaking to us, for example? So are we communicating well with ourselves? Listening and interacting would be something that I would be questioning. Now, in regards to the new life card and the energy we talked about before and what moves us in life, are we listening to this? Are you listening to what life is calling you to become or to be or to do? Are you ignoring your intuition, your gut feeling? Are you making excuses so that you don't make the changes that you know deep down inside need to be made? So all this is very much pointing to, as we move forward from here, is how well or not so well we might be communicating externally, but absolutely internally. So if you're unclear about what you want, do you want life to move you? Ask yourself the question. Feel for the answer. Honestly, what would your answer be? I find myself asking, I find that it's very helpful to ask myself questions and really feel for the answer honestly. So tell the truth, be clear and honest with your communications, and that will also help us all move to that next level, because communicating, expressing ourselves helps get that energy moving. So if you're blocked, if you're stuck, if you're stagnant, ask yourself, what can you do about it? What are you really feeling here? Why are you holding back? Why are you making excuses? Why are you not proceeding? Why are you not listening? Why are you not speaking up? You know, these types of questions we can ask ourselves to really see where we stand on something or where we're holding ourselves back. So maybe some things to think about moving forward, and also don't underestimate the power of your journal in helping you communicate and express yourself, especially if you're learning how to communicate better with yourself. A journal may be very handy. So thank you so much for connecting. I trust this supports you in some way and that you found this helpful. Please come back and connect to it in the future if you need to, and you'll find other support videos in my video library here on Facebook. Good old Facebook, the video library on my Facebook page. And you'll find stacks of old videos of support, and I try and put keywords in, so if you need help with certain things, perhaps come back to the video library sometimes. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will connect with you again next time. Bye for now.